Hey everybody, I'm on Graham, New World Revelation, Chronicles of a Black Sheep. And today's vlog is for February 28th, 2013. Today, yes, I got a few questions and I wanted to answer with the vlog and just basically put everybody up on what I'm doing at this point with the book. So I'll go directly into the questions. The first question is, when did you decide to write your book? I actually actively decided to write the book maybe about 2 months ago. I had been playing with the idea of it for about 8 months before that. Just trying to figure out what I could do to raise money for the actual business that I wanted to start. And one of the things that I wanted to do is write this book. Actually, I think somebody asked me that before. Actually, the book was supposed to be the end of the struggle, you know, not kind of like right in the middle of it. So I decided to just write the book now and not do the happy ending thing. And I state that in the very beginning of the book, that this is not the happy ending book. This is the struggle book. This is the crossroads book. When I actually decided to actively write the book, to really start writing the book, about 2 months ago, and that's when I got into contact with Miss Shanice Taylor, Shanice Taylor Unlimited. It's her Facebook page. A really, really good writer, very active, and I mean, this lady is full of talent. So, and she contacted me first. I mean, I put the message out there on Black Owned Business Network. If you don't know about it, go to their page. Again, it's Black Owned Business Network. They are doing like a tremendous amount of work with Black entrepreneurs and as well as inspiring entrepreneurs. So really, if that's what you're thinking about doing, definitely check their page out. They're really good at what they're doing. And they're active. They're a really, really active page. They've been around. Some of you on my page come from there. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Cutting Edge Cartoons. That's my cyber mentor. He helped me get my page started and really started to. He's been really, really intricate in pushing me forward. So I really, Ron, big thank you. Appreciate you, man. I really do, man. Also, as far as the book was concerned and deciding to write this book, I also got a question about how did I feel about really putting it out there, like being really transparent. I'm a very transparent person naturally, so really putting this information out there is not hard for me. Not really, really hard for me. Some stuff it is, especially when we were talking earlier or posting earlier about relationships and mistakes that I've made just recently, you know, and so. You know, I got a lot of questions from that because I was really going at it real heavy. I struggled with the last chapter about my relationships, especially when it got to the last one. So a lot of times, most of that time was spent doing that, getting past that point. So I got past it. It's been good. So I'm glad I got past it, and I'm ready to move forward. I actually moved forward into the next chapter. So it's been good. It's been really good. My second question is, oh, okay. I really enjoyed your music posts. And are you planning to do that again? I will do it as long as people like it. I mean, if people like it, and I got some good requests. People were really active with that, and I appreciate you all for coming in and trying to help and support me and keep me running with that. Because that was a good day. I had work to do, and I like to listen to music, and I like music. So I said, shoot, get everybody in on it. And everybody did, asked for music and good music too. I mean, I'm glad, actually. So that went really well. I just might do it again. I just might do it again. I had a lot of work to do that day, so I really couldn't like do a whole lot of posting and research and stuff because I had to research and I was writing and I was actually putting in some job applications. So, sending out my resume and stuff. So that I was doing in between time. So that was a really good deal, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. And absolutely, I sure will. And I hope you're there next time I do it. I may designate a day in a week and do that, inside of each week and do that. And just have some fun for that day. I mean, you can't be always serious. If you're always serious, then you get bogged down and trapped down. But I'm very busy. So at this point, you know, that actually gave me a break, and I was still kind of active on the site, so it gave me a little bit of a break to do other things. Because again, most of my recording and most of my writing I do at night after I get off the page, so that's why I kind of shut down the page a little early if things get to slowing down. So it's not a bad thing for me. So that was a really good thing. Hopefully I will do it. I probably will do it again, being that people seem to enjoy it. My next question is, what's your idea of a good woman? That's not really hard. I mean, my idea of a good woman is a woman that is me. And I say that to say, flaws and all, I don't look for Beyonce in a woman. I don't look for perfection in a woman. And I talk about that a lot because we're not perfect. And if I go look for a perfect woman, when I go to find my woman, then guess what? I'm going to be lonely and bitter and mad and all that other stuff. So it's what you like. If I like what I like. So as far as the characteristics of a good woman, I want her to be caring. I want her to be understanding. I want her to be sensitive. I want her to be strong and independent. And that's great. Those are all great qualities, but they have to be balanced. And if they're not balanced, then then that's what it is. But basically, everything that women want in a good man is generally what we as men want in a woman. So if you paint this perfect picture, then you're going to be going looking for a man that is also painting a perfect picture, and you might be just a little bit unsatisfied with what you find. Not that having high standards is a bad thing. Having high standards is a good thing. However, are your standards realistic? And that's been a real big hit for a lot of guys. And we're sitting here and we're trying to, and a lot of guys are working hard and trying to do certain things. And it's a good thing to have a woman on your side. How now other people's ideologies or belief systems, and is God gonna drop a man in my lap or a woman in my lap? I don't know. I don't touch that. That's your business on how you find your man or your woman. Good information coming from the other side of a page. Also, big shout out to thoughts of a black woman. She really gets to nitty gritty about a lot of issues, and I like to see that she's even. So it's not just men bashing. It's going at the women too, and how we relate to each other, because that's the whole thing. If we all stay back and don't do anything, then everybody has their I'm not changing attitude, accept me as I am, singing the Mary J. Blige song. And look, then we're going to be stubborn and lonely and mad and everything else. So big shout out to them. I will post a link in the video. Also, Thoughts of a Grown Man, really good page. Thoughts of a grown man. I've been really getting into that page and I like it. So shout out to them. I will be, you will see links in the video before the video ends. I think in the credits about those pages. So really, and they also been really helping me and really been active and supporting me. So definitely want to put them on blast right now. And so as far as like what I look for in a woman, I mean, I want an imperfect woman. I want a woman willing to work with me to rise up. So, but at this point, not on my mind. So that's, I mean, ideally, my ideals. So, I don't know. That's it for me as far as I'm concerned. I can't really talk when it comes to that. I can't talk for everybody else. So that's what I look for. As far as the chapter I'm working on right now, is about my work life. Everything I've done since childhood. And on the 27th, I put one of my posts, I talked about my very first job. My very first job was actually my very first business. And that was like great. So if you want to see the post, it's on the 27th. I think it was early in the morning, during the morning hours. Really good. Got a little bit of feedback on everybody's first job and stuff. So in this chapter, I really go into detail about what it did for me, learning how to work, learning how my father teaching me early about money management and stuff like that. And later on, even after my troubles, working hard and trying to get things done without breaking the law, and really trying to provide for my family, and the good sides of it, the great sides of it, the things I was able to do, and the good aspects as far as how it affected my life. So that's what that chapter is about. That's what I'm working on. It's not going to be a really long chapter. But it's gonna go into depth a little bit about the people that I met, the different forces that I see play against us as black people, and black sheep, and how it affects how some of us think. Am I a little bit jaded or bitter because of the work situation right now in America? Yes. Yes, I am. Because as a ex-convict, ex-felon, I believe that, and that's a very strong subject for me, sensitive subject for me, because some people, as we've seen in other posts that I've done, some people believe that we don't deserve another chance. Some people don't believe that we should just take what life gives us and be happy because we're home now. We should just be happy. We shouldn't think about the American dream. So, and not to negate though all the people that are really in our corner about rebuilding our lives and really support us for being able to get us another chance. So shout out to those people. So that's what it is. That's what this chapter I'm working on now is about, and it's cool. It's been a definitely good experience for me to be able to get this stuff out on paper, and even in video. I appreciate you all for supporting me, being on the page. Please, by all means, keep the questions coming. every Friday, the vlog. Again, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at New World Rebel. And again, I'll put those links down. I'm on the page. For all those tuning in from YouTube, I'm on the page on Facebook. It's called New World Revelation, Chronicles of a Black Sheep. If you want to send in questions, you can inbox me. You can send messages in through YouTube. Also, if you want to write me a little more discreetly than the social media or Twitter or anything, I can be reached at warngram76@gmail.com. That'll also be in the credits at the end. Again, shout out to all the pages that I mentioned before for helping me, for giving me advice. Definitely cutting edge cartoons. Go see these pages, check them out, click like, share them with your friends. Also, don't forget about me, the little guy, the new guy on the block. Definitely like the page, share it with your friends. Trying to get this movement going, so we can bring some realism back to life. Because a lot of us really, even though we talk about playing this game of life, it's really no game. It's really no game. And the more we think of it as a game, the more we end up, really doing a disservice to ourselves and even our children. One more note, since we're talking about work life and stuff like that, I seen a video today where some I guess they were little older girls was trying to get these little younger girls to fight. We got to stop stuff like this, and this is why I wanted to write the book, because it's simple, it's silly, and I would love to say other words, but I'm trying to contain myself about that type of stuff and really keep this chain rolling. But it's silly. We can't do that to our kids, because if we keep doing it to our kids, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I talked about how different it is now from 20 years ago, and then you think about what it'll be 20 years later. How bad can it get? It can get really bad. So that is the blood. That is the February 28th, 2013 blog for this Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Share it with your friends if you like it. Feedback, I'm always willing to listen to feedback, how I can make this video better. So I'm doing as much as I can with what I got for right now, but I'm definitely, if you have feedback, if you have criticism of any kind, I don't really care. Let me know. And talk to you later.